Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey. Today we got a new cartoon update. We mentioned the thing to me that looked like a movie ticket. That was a cartoon panel for Meowscles. Well, we got the little cinematic I was expecting today and a new character as well, or a new version of character. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video here. Okay, so it says Tuna Trouble. We see Meowscles. Oh, let me put the sound on. Meowscles is walking along, runs across a garbage can, sees some mice, gets into the garbage can, finds himself the tuna fish can that he saw in the little fish panel, eats it up, and he has been turned into Toon Meowscles. Pretty cool. You got to check out the loading screen as well. I mean, it's got like this really cool cartoon battle bus. It's almost like a Felix the Cat looking type of cat that Meowscles has turned into. It's got the son of llama all cartooned out. It kind of reminds me of, what is the game? I was trying to think of it earlier, but I can't remember now. Is it Cuphead? Maybe Cuphead. It kind of has got that look, right? Cuphead look. It also kind of reminds me of, because everything was taken over. It's black and white, and it's all black ink. What is that? Bendy and the Ink Machine, I think that game is called. Kind of has that vibe to it. Pretty cool looking, pretty fun. I like it. I went ahead and got the bundle, but we'll talk about that when we get to the item shop. Let's talk about some more news before we get there. The next piece of news that we have today is about the Wild Weeks. If you've been playing today, you've already noticed some changes that were made in the game today, and that because there was an update. So let's go ahead and go over what this is all about. Okay, this is the Fortnite Wild Weeks kick off with Fighting Fire with Fire. Okay, you've heard it said that the island has grown wild. That was only the beginning. Starting today, May 6, 2021, the island will see the arrival of Wild Weeks. Each week, a unique gameplay dynamic will be emphasized, mixing things up and making you rethink your strategy. The first Wild Week, Fighting Fire with Fire. Fireflies and flamebows will heat up the action with their greater availability, and the flare gun from Chapter 2, Season 3 has made a rekindled return. It's never been easier to set enemy structures ablaze, which is fitting when you consider this week's legendary quest. Additionally, fire will deal more damage and spread faster than before. Fighting Fire with Fire will be a light from May 6th at 10 a.m. Eastern until May 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's one full week, Thursday to Thursday. The next Wild Weeks are planned to start on May 13th, May 20th, and June 3rd. So we'll get 4 weeks of Wild Weeks in total. For the details on these, stay illumined on Fortnite.com or social channels. See you next Wild Week. Okay, pretty cool. Like they said, we have the flare gun added back in. We got firefly jars popping up out of chests now. They said like the fire, it does more damage now. It does 15 damage per tick instead of the usual. Is it 5 or 10? Whatever the usual is, I cannot even remember at the moment. But it does 15 now. Right now, it's doing 15 damage per tick, so it's doing a huge amount of damage, and the fire is spreading super fast. It's pretty amazing to see how fast the fire is spreading. Let's see here. What is my next piece of news? Okay, this was from the Fortnite competitive Twitter, saying we've decided to conclude the Open and Aura Scrims test event. That's for EU. We appreciate all of you who have participated and provided your feedback while we tweaked the event requirements. So sounds like they're done with their testing for now. Hopefully they got all the information that they were looking for and needed to again make something like a scrim, official scrims in Fortnite, a possible thing in the future, just so that there's another avenue for players to take to get into the competitive scene. if they're having a hard time getting into the competitive scenes that are already out there. Okay, now let's go ahead and go on to our next piece of news, which is about competitive. And this is for us console players. Fortnite Console Champions Cup coming May 14th. So that's going to end up being what? Next Friday, right? Console Crew, this one's for you. Introducing the Console Champions Cup, the first installment of a seasonal console only Fortnite tournament. Compete in the Console Champions Cup May 14th through 16th with a $250,000 prize pool across all regions. How to participate? Here's your checklist to get ready. Participate on an eligible console: PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, S, or Nintendo Switch. Grab 2 friends or round out your trio. Make sure you and your teammates reach Champion League in Arena, have 2FA enabled on their account, and have an Epic account level 30. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that this is a trio tournament. So if you're going to want to be doing this, if you're a console player, you and your friends need to be getting in there in Arena and grinding to get to Champions League so you can compete in this console only cup, right? Console Champions Cup scoring. The tournament will take place over 4 rounds. In each round, trios will have 3 hours to accumulate points through placement and eliminations. Sound familiar? We're using a similar scoring and advancement format from FNCS qualifiers that can be found below. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. So that round 1 is open. Round 2, and again, depending on region, for EU, it's 1500. The top 1500. NA East, top 1500. NA West, top 1500. Brazil, top 1500. Asia, top 500. Middle East, top 250, and Oceania, top 250. And then in round 3, it gets tougher, a lot tougher. EU goes down to 250, as same as NA East. NA West is 200. Brazil is 200. Asia is 150. Middle East 150, and then Oceania is 150 as well. And then round 4 in all regions, it's 33 teams each. And then they have the prize pool listed there. I'll let you look that up for your region. But here's how scoring is going to be tallied rounds 1 through 3. You need to get into 17th place for, well, let's do elimination first. Elimination is 1 point each elimination. If you get to 17th place, that'll get you 1 point, and then it scales up from there. 1 point for each placement, 1 more point for each more placement, and then until you get to 4th place. Okay, so 4th place is going to be 14. But then it makes a jump to 16 points when you get 3rd place. 2nd place gets 20 points, and Victory Royale will get you 25 points in total. Now, it looks like round 4 has a little bit different scoring. Each elimination is 2 points. 18th through 24th place is going to get 5 points. And then 17th place gets 8 points. And again, scaling up by 1 point each for each advancement in level or in placement until you get to 4th place on this one. 22 points for 4th place, 24 points for 3rd place, 26 points for 2nd place, and 30 points total for the Victory Royale. Please be sure to read the Console Champions Cup official rules for full tournament details and requirements. Seasonal offering. The Console Champions Cup will be the first installment in a series of seasonal cross-platform console exclusive tournaments. We're still making adjustments in the calendar for future tournaments, so we don't have dates for the following seasons just yet, but we'll keep you posted when we do. Don't worry, we're also still planning on offering additional platform-specific console tournaments with in-game rewards up for grabs, just like we did with the Switch Cup and the Alloy Cup. Remember to stay tuned to @FN Competitive on Twitter for all upcoming Fortnite competitions. Again, this is really great. Knowing what we know now about the deals that Epic has made with the different console companies, it makes sense that they're getting their own tournaments based off of how much money consoles are bringing in for Fortnite versus PC, right? Again, like I said, we haven't really been covering all the details of what's going on in the Fortnite or the Epic versus Apple trial right now. But there's information that's been going out that I've been paying attention to a little bit and seeing some of the stats that are being put out there that Epic has made available for the trial so they could kind of make their point. And yeah, consoles. I know the PC competitive players just love to say how much that they're the ones that make the game popular and carry the game, and that Fortnite needs to do what they say. Clearly not the case because they're not making it anywhere near the amount of money or giving the amount of money to Fortnite that it seems like that just the casual base player is playing and the console players are. And knowing that how much money they're making off the console players, yeah, they're going to get console players are going to get their own specific tournaments every once in a while. It looks like. Let's see here. What else do we have? I think that's all we have for news. So let's go ahead and bring it back now to challenge tip, right? Or not the challenge tip. We got to look over at the challenge list, and they kind of talked about it in the little Wild Week post that we read. Let's go ahead and pull it up here and look at challenges. I think I got all my challenges. Yeah, I got all of this week's challenges done already. But let's go ahead and read them off. What you need to do. Okay. Like they said, made a lot of sense for the fire Wild Week and how that's going to help you with the destroy structures with fire, because that's the legendary quest this week. First, you start out with 100. The next step is 200. 300, 400, and then 500. Okay, that's a legendary quest. This shouldn't be any problem for you because there's so much fire items to use in this Wild Week. You also need to dance in a Durr Burger kitchen. You need to use a Firefly jar at the Pizza Pit. You need to drive from Durr Burger to Pizza Pit without exiting a vehicle. You need to collect research books from Holly Hedges and Pleasant Park. You need to use launcher from Guardian Towers 3 times. You need to open chests at the Spire or Guardian Towers 2. And you need to damage opponents within 10 seconds of landing. And you just got to do it one time. You just damage somebody as soon as you land. There's the list. Throughout the rest of the week, we're going to give you tips on how to get these done. And I already got them all done this morning. So I will definitely be all cut up on these and know exactly what to tell you to do this week. So be looking for that. Now let's go ahead and take a look over at the items. Oh, wait, you know what? We never went over the LTMs today. We have ground game squads, fog of war squads, Team Rumble, of course, Shadow versus Ghost, and Fortnite Fashion Show. Now let's go ahead and take a look over at the item shop today, which in my opinion is a pretty good one just based off of what we got. But we got the Knights of the Food Court still here. Batman Zero Bundle is still here. The Rio Grande outfit with the Grand Pack. Back bling, Grande Pack back bling, the 1,200 V-Bucks for that. The Double Cross outfit with the Floral Shell back bling is 1,200. The Hula emote is 800. The Pop Lock emote is 800. The Stop Axe Harvesting Tool is 800. The Sacken emote is 200. We have the Cyclo outfit with the Wind Shear Cloak back bling for 2,000. The Siren outfit with the Last Kiss back bling for 1,200. The Wolf outfit with the Pelt Pack backbling for 1,200. The Exo Axis Harvesting Tool for 800. The Reflex Blades Harvesting Tool for 500. The Complex outfit with the Purple Jam backbling for 1,200. The Street Shine Harvesting Tool for 1,200. The Exile Glider for 500. The Paint Splash Wrap for 500. And then we have the new item and character today, the Toon Meowscles bundle. I already went ahead and got this. It's got Toon Meowscles outfit tuned up for maximum catitude. And like I said, this guy's he's still Meowscles, but he's all in black and white ink here. Again, kind of reminds me of Felix the Cat. You got Tuna Can back bling fresh with the asterisk fish, and it is the tuna can that we see him eating the fish out of from the garbage. 10-ton Toon Bells harvesting tool, as many rounds as possible. So his dumbbells weight. And then let's go ahead and take a listen to this as well, because we got some music going on here. This is the drop-in music featuring Trippy Red. Oh, you know what? I have the music down in my lobby. Just a second. We have the Fantastic Cat, and then we'll look at the emote, which has the music, Squash and Stretch emote. Don't forget the follow through. I gotta say, this is a pretty cool song that they made for Fortnite, and a pretty cool emote with the music in it as well. So definitely, like I said, this was an easy get for me. I already said the loading screen was in here too, right? Pretty cool loading screen. But yeah, so it looks like this was 2,400 in total if you were to get the bundle. If you got them separately, Toon Meowscles outfit with the tuna can back bling and the built-in Squash and Stretch emo is 1,400. The 10-ton Toon Bells harvesting tool is 800. The drop-in music is 200. And that looks like everything today. You can get any and all of these items using code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Okay, now let's go ahead and get to our tip of the day. Hey, we got some new items back in for this week. The flare gun, I absolutely love it. I know there's a lot of people who weren't playing when it has been in the past. So here's a couple of things for all of you out there. Flare gun is great right now this wild week because, one, it does the fire damage, right? So it's going to spread fire really fast when you shoot it at something because it sets builds on fire. If you hit somebody directly or it explodes next to them, when the canister blows up, if it's close enough proximity to a player, it'll still do damage to them, 60 damage in total. And then the other great thing about it is to be able to track players, and especially if you're playing, a squad, duos, trios, or a squad based game, and you have that, it makes it so much easier to track your enemies, so you know where the other team is, so there's not somebody surprising you. But to way that you use this flare gun to track players is you shoot it up in the air, so that way when the canister blows up, it's in the air, and then it sends out like a flare signal, and then it will mark all the enemy players in the area with a little red diamond on their head. So you'll just be able to follow the players that much easier. So that's how you use the flare gun. Take advantage of it while it's here. I think it's so much fun. And again, now that the fire damage is doing 15 damage per tick, definitely use the firefly jars, the flame bow, and the flare gun to set builds on fire, because you're going to do big damage really fast to players this wild week. All right, that's the episode for today. Make sure you go and join the Daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.